I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Oh, what the hell? Bruh!
Please stop! I will never become queen!
My queen.
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean... How can you have such an awful power?
Welcome back, everybody, to another Splash God experience. I'm Splash Past Zero, also known as the Splash God, and we are back, baby, playing Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, supposedly the last class trial, episode 35.
My man!
So what happened in the last episode, guys? In the last episode, we begin supposedly the last class trial of the game for Nagito Kameda's death, which we found out some crazy stuff and concluded that Nagito practically did a self-contained suicide. I guess that's what the wording for that would be. I guess I don't know, but around those lines. And from there, everybody pretty much got pissed and like, yo, this dude's a dick, and we're kind of questions up in the air, like why he actually did it, because we think it's just like he's just being a dick and he's just you know, like, but we're gonna find out in this episode, I guess. So in this episode, we're probably gonna try to conclude the class trial. If it's anything like the first Danganronpa, the last class trial took fucking forever, so this might turn into 2 more episodes. And also, guys, if this is coming to a close, which it is, most likely, I think, the Danganronpa 2 series will be coming to an end. So show some love for the episodes, guys. So let's play in general, guys. I really appreciate it. And it would inspire me to continue on with the whole Danganronpa series, because the next series will be, or the next Let's Play along with this series will be Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, and it's a kind of like it looks really interesting. It looks really fun to play. It's like a first-person shooter, and it's I think it's kind of like an open world type thing. I think that's what it looks like. So I don't know, it looks interesting enough to play. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you show love on these videos so I can, you know, keep going with this. As always, guys, if you're new and haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. I will leave a little link to take you to the playlist section of my channel. From there, you can watch this whole Let's Play from episode 1 to ongoing, or any of the other Let's Plays that I have for you. There are also scary games, funny games, shooter games, multiplayer games that I play with my friends and edit the hell out of it so they become very entertaining. You can get a good laugh out of these, so if you guys want a short, like 10-20-minute video to just laugh and chill out, go check those out, I guess. But other than that, guys, enough of the intro. Let's get on with episode 35 of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities? Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... It's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if that actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. I think I know what they're talking about, actually. Torture wounds, duct tape, blood on the girder, oil, piece of blue paper, Monokuma's special poison. I'm gonna go with this.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
What the fuck?
Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
The real cause of Nagito's death. Is there really something I overlooked? Which I think I know it is.
It's not the knife in his... It's not the other wound. With all those wounds, maybe he simply...
There's no way he burned to...
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Ah, consent!
I agree with that.
Yeah. God, I love consent. As we all should.
I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Right?
Poison?
Yes?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Because I know things, girl.
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Yeah. Yeah. As poison does.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, what does it matter?
But, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Yeah, true.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
I don't get it. Why would he just do all that? Even though it's inevitable that they'd find out that he killed himself, it doesn't matter.
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
Oh, I know. He used his cock.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Just kidding.
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. I should think carefully and try to remember it. Oh god damn it, I don't remember. My fucking brain, dude! Dude, look at my life, I'm about to die. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit. Okay. 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 What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? Liquid, right? Right? Look, it was in a bottle. Oh shit! Wait, what? What was yellow? Gas? How am I supposed to know that? What the fuck? Gas? How was it gas? Did he like put in the sprinkler system or something? Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention. Oh fuck. Oh. Fuck. Keep forgetting the buttons. Yoink. 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 No! No! I made that. Fuck you, game. I made that. I definitely made that. Now we gotta go like piss slow. Oh my god, idiot. I'm gonna get myself killed on like the easiest part of this whole thing. Dude, that's embarrassing, bro. If I get myself killed, I'm ending the video right here. I want you to know that. I don't think I could stand to play this anymore. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through his mouth, through his nose, through his wound? His wounds, right? Because his mouth was tied and his nose and his mouth were taped, right? Yeah. Dude, what? How am I supposed to know this? I don't get it. Like, what? Through his nose? I thought the tape was covering his nose. I thought it was covering everything. Wait, can I access the... Oh, no, I can't. I was trying to access the Monokuma file from here. Oh, look at that. Neat. Ugh. Okay. Gas through his nose. What the fuck? Where was the gas?
It's all coming together.
Bust.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Remember that.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas. I should be able to explain that mystery to the smoke, the Monokuma immersion sprinklers.
I see.
Okay, cool. Fuck, look at my health.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Yo, so you telling me we all could have died there? That's fucked. This bitch was trying to kill us.
This was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. Fuck. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Thanks.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
What? Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
An accomplice? Well, even if there is an accomplice, it doesn't count. It doesn't count towards the actual, like, Monokuma doesn't count that as that, like, an accomplice, you know, getting, executed. Right? Unless he's gonna fucking switch it on us.
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
I guess that's true.
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Oh, if there's an accomplice and that they let out the poison, then that means they're technically the killer. Is that what they're trying to say? If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is the container, the water, the bomb, the meat, and the bone.
I see!
What the fuck? The meat on the bone.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
Bullshit.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What? What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Fire grenade? Is that what it's trying to say? Yeah. Fire. Fire. Yes, I can spell. No, I didn't mean to send that one. Oh, can I get a G, please? Holy fuck. Dude, it's not giving me a G. G. R. Yeah, nobody told you you're taking an English class right now, huh? Fuck! Fuck! Oh, I died! No way! That's stupid. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, cool. Fuck.
I got it! I see! I got it!
Huh?
The fire grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
Oh my god! Yo! So one of us who actually threw the fire grenades technically killed him.
What? He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but... the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
Oh, we know.
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible! Miss Sonia just said so right now!
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents of a fire grenade were swapped with the poison. Where's it? It's like all the way down here, right? Yeah.
I can prove it with this.
Blue thing!
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Oh. I get it. So he put that on while he poured it so he wouldn't accidentally kill himself.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. At that same moment be when the sprinklers activated, when the spear fell, when the fire started, when we all threw the grenades!
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck? But you said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was... himself, right? Yeah.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
The person who set the warehouse fire was Nagito.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire. Make somebody throw the poison, destroy the evidence, commit suicide to get our attention.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out?
It was a trap.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Fuck, my finger's like resting on the mouse, but he set the fire just so we'd put it out. Why'd he do that?
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
This guy's a dick. I hate this dude.
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh?
Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Oh my god, that's actually fucking clever as shit.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
Oh yeah.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces!
Yeah, we all fucking caught that shit.
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
Oh god.
That's not the fucking issue here!
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Oh, what the hell? Bruh! Bro, you can't be out here exposing a girl like that. That's rude.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
My queen.
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean... How can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, what the fuck? Dude, it's literally just a, like... I don't know, fucking pick somebody.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
What the fuck?
No, it's too early to give up.
How do we even not give up? Like,
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
exactly.
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably...
Me.
There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
If you say it like that, girl, anything. That's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then, I have to do it. Even if it leads me to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Wait, what? Closing argument? We're not even done. What the fuck? What do you mean? Okay,
Here's
I think
everything
that's
that
it.
happened
Yeah,
in
I'm
this
good.
case.
Chilling.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Komaeda. Komaeda.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
Fucking maniac.
Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was.
Pause.
Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Nah, mate.
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
Are you saying we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together. God, it
That
was
feeling
great.
of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
Hope.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
What Nagito believed in. His talent, right?
I see!
Yeah.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Schmuck. Ultimate schmuck. After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So, it's definitely gonna be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So, you really did it. Oh, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood and thought that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, and that's how I did it. That? You only had 1 in 6 chance of surviving? But I'm still alive, after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and he was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck. It's not just luck. It's true my town is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know. I'm left with the red mark. Haha, for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky, that's why I got picked for cleaning duty just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
These nuts.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan.
So fucking confused.
As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. I don't know. Oh, the traitor, I guess?
I see!
Yeah, okay.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor's handbook. To be honest, I don't know who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
We're all fucked!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair.
Oh, it just clicked with me. Oh, it's late as fuck. So pretty much like, instead of like us guessing who it is and practically inevitably getting it wrong, because it's almost impossible, he wants us to figure out who the traitor is that it's accomplishing with Monokuma, and hopefully it'll give us a change of fate or something.
That's something he'd say.
Right, I'm right.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
Eat my ass.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who that... He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
but even if we do believe, what should we do?
Fuck if I know.
I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
No, that would have been funny. He would probably be tied up by that point, right? And he'd probably let that shit go on himself.
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Created to do that.
Chiaki?
The fuck is she talking about? What's she talking about? Creative? Monami? Is it Monami? Is that who she's saying it is? Like,
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
what the fuck is going on?
That's why I want you guys to guess.
Guess what the?
You want us to guess?
Guess who the traitor is? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What the fuck?
What? What does that mean?
Yeah, literally. Like what?
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
I don't know.
Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
He's nuts. Like I really don't know. Like
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
what is going on?
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
What the fuck is going on? Why does it sound like she's crying?
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
Oh, come on, man. I don't know who it is. Select someone. What? Is it me? Actually, oh, fuck. Wait, is Monami an option? If Monami is an option, I'm clicking her. She's not an option. Fuck. Okay. Dude, I low-key think it's me. It can't be Akane. There's no way. It can't be Fuyuhiko. Like, I don't think it's Chiaki because she's like, oh, I don't actually. She's saying some whack shit right now, and she's giving off like I'm about to die vibes. So, Sonya, no. Hazuichi, no, he's too dumb. Dude, I really think it's either like I had to boil it down to either myself or Chiaki. And based off the evidence that she just gave, or not evidence, based off the thing she just said, it's just I don't think she's aiming it towards me. I think she's smiling because that's like the smile of I'm about to die. Fuck me. I don't want to click her. Fuck. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for today's episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, episode 35. So what happened in today's episode? Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it so much. This is not going well. I do not like it. I do not like where this is going. Yes, I did cut it off at a horrible spot just to piss you guys off, but I will leave that for the next episode. Honestly, I don't want to go over that shit because I didn't like it. I didn't like where we were going. But Nagito's hidden intentions were to really expose the traitor in the end, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there, so I'm gonna start crying again. So what to expect in the next episode, guys? In the next episode, we are going to, traitor exposed. It's not gonna end well. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna cry again. And, next episode might even be the last episode. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Again, if you guys are new and haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. You watched this far, you must have enjoyed it. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to turn notifications on so you can get notified whenever my videos drop, which is usually like every Monday, maybe a Tuesday, usually. And if not, then the following Monday or Tuesday. Make sure to leave some love for the series, guys. This is coming to an end as we have just seen. So if you guys want more Danganronpa and me to continue the whole series, make sure to leave some love, some comments. Tell me that you want more, please. It would inspire me to continue. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you in the next video and I'm gonna cry, but if you guys want to see that, come back and enjoy it with me. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next Splash God experience.